Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Warrior Wednesday. I'm Denise Druce. I'll be leading this practice this morning, and I'm just so happy to see all your faces on Zoom. This is a live class, a little different platform for me. But today we're going to be practicing with one of my favorite poems by Mary Oliver called Wild Geese. And so what I'd like you to do right now is, as we get started, just find a comfortable seat. Find a place to sit and a way to sit that feels restful to you. So if there's a chair and that makes you feel better, grab a chair or a cushion underneath you, but take a comfortable seat. And when you get there, close your eyes and just soften your jaw, soften your face. Relax the inside of your mouth. Feel the softness behind your eyes. And let yourself pause here in just a moment of silence. Notice what it's like to be in your body this morning. There might be feelings or thoughts in your mind. And let that be okay. It all gets to be here. All the feelings, all the concerns that we start with have a place here. We have been stretched and we have been pushed way outside of our comfort zone in the last 3 weeks. We're living with an incredible amount of stress and unsure feelings, uncertainty. And so I'd like these words of Mary Oliver to kick off this practice for us and maybe soothe our soul this morning. Mary says, "You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves." I'm going to read that line again. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. I'm going to stop there and read the rest as we go through practice. So as we move our bodies today, please let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, begin the journey into child's pose. Rolling up a mat under your legs if that feels comfortable, maybe on top of your heels, maybe under your knees. And if you'd like, place a block or a pillow under your forehead. Give yourself a place to rest. Claire, I can see you. Would you give me a thumbs up if you can hear music? Thank you. So here in child's pose, what does that mean to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves? Start to shift your hips from side to side. And see if you can feel the inside of your skin moving around your muscles. Let your arms reach out away from you a little bit farther and feel that same sensation now up into your shoulders. The inside of your skin moving around and across your muscles. Inhale forward as far as you can come and then back again to child's pose. And let's just start to move like this with our breath. The music that we are being treated to this morning is by Kurt Bestor, a local musician here in Utah. And he has gifted us these beautiful sounds for our Wednesday practice. Let the soft animal of your body move and love what it loves. Knees come closer together as we tuck our toes and lift into downward facing dog. And take that same love of moving in your body here with you. Move in a way that feels like a cat stretching in the sun on a spring day. We'll take our feet wide, the width of our yoga mat. And let's bring our hands back toward our feet and just find a ragdoll position here, fingers touching elbows. Let your fingers pull the skin of your arms down. Maybe the knees stay soft. Exhale. And then let's start to look for that same feeling of movement underneath the skin as we sway from side to side. Your head is just heavy, hanging down from your spine. And as our fingertips come to the floor, let's lengthen through the crown of the head, lift into a flat back. You'll feel length all the way down the back of your body. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do that a few more times in this wide position. Lengthen and release. Lengthen, long spine and release. Place a bend in your knees, hands on your thighs, and come all the way up to standing. We'll do some shoulder circles here. Just roll your shoulders out. Feet come out a little bit wider. Maybe the elbows roll up as well. Just let yourself wake up and warm up here. Take those arms in bigger directions, turning the toes out to the corner, adding bend in the knees. Inhale to open. Exhale to lower. You do not have to be good. You don't have to do this right. You just have to find a way to love moving in your body. There's no way to get this practice wrong today. As we open the arms wide, imagine that you're holding in your arms that big, beautiful full moon that we are under right now. Put a bend in your knees, lift your chest, and allow yourself for a moment to be bathed in moonlight, in moon energy. And then gather that beautiful energy right into the heart. Heel toe your feet together and pause. Set an intention for this time on your mat. You do not have to be good. You're not here to perform, to progress, to compete in any way. You're just here to feel. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward, moving from the hips. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. You can stay on your toes or you can drop your knees. Shift forward as far as you can and just lower halfway down, chaturanga. And then just let yourself exhale all the way to the mat, opening up to cobra. Just a gentle lift in the spine. Pressing back through child's pose to downward facing dog. Take a slow walk forward. Hands come to shins and lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms high. Let's come back to the heart. And we're just gonna do that sun salutation 2 more times, building heat. Reach high, find a back bend. Fold forward, exhale. Hands to shins, half lift. Down dog, exhale. Shifting into plank pose, knees or toes, lower halfway down, chaturanga. And then let's all come to the floor. Open up to cobra, or if you like, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Let yourself exhale longer here as we pause. And then step or hop forward, hands to shins, half lift. Forward fold, exhale. Sweep the arms all the way up and back into a back bend. And gather hands to heart. One more salute to the sun. Inhale, reach. Forward fold. Half lift. Downward facing dog. Take the vinyasa, plank pose on knees or toes, lower halfway. Rise high. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, long breath out. Come up onto your tippy toes and put a giant bend in your knees. Just let your knees come closer to the floor, pressing the hips back, farther back. And then holding all of that length, start to reach your heels toward the earth, lengthen the back of the body. Step or hop to the top of your mat, hands pressed to shins, lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. You might take a hold of the back of your legs, bend your knees, and just pull yourself closer to your legs. And then release that. Inhale, arms overhead. Gather your hands back to heart center and just check in with that intention. Let your body love what it loves. We're going to take the feet out wide again. Turn toes to the corners of the mat. And reaching to that 5-pointed star now, moonflowers. So squatting low and lifting high. Your body is in one straight line. Like you're just gliding up and down a wall behind you. Moving with breath. And as we exhale this time, let's pause. I'm going to start to move into warrior 2. So reach your left arm out in front of you and your right arm behind, turning that back heel, just opening up into warrior 2. Find strength and softness here in this pose. And now the back arm is going to sweep to meet the front arm and come all the way back. So just move that back arm in a great big circle. There's no way to do this wrong. Just finding mobility in that shoulder, stability in our legs. One more time around. And then allow yourself to open back into that goddess pose in the center. And we'll just switch sides. Warrior to your left side. Find those strong, stable feet. And then let's reach the opposite arm in a big circle. Lunge as deeply as you like. No way to do this wrong as long as you are feeling yourself moving and breathing in your body. Opening back out into that center pose. Moving back into warrior 2, let's take one big circle that opens us out into goddess. and then switch. So each side, we're just moving back and forth. There's a little bit of switching through the feet. Center, just moving warriors from side to side. Let's do one more time on each side. And as we turn back to face the top of our mat, let's just bring the back foot to meet the front. Arms reach high and cactus open into a back bend. Deep breath here in the front of your body. And on the exhale, hands come to heart and we sink into chair. Let's do that a few times, just moving with breath. Slow and steady. Easy breath. Begin to let your body open a little bit more on that back bend. Think expansive like the moon, and then calm, withdrawn. Expansive and calm. One more time, reach, pause in this extension. And as your hands come to center, fold forward. Let your fingertips touch the earth. Press hands to shins, lift halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. It's your choice now if you want to take a vinyasa, flowing forward into that low push-up, or you can stay right here. Let your body love what it loves. We'll raise the right leg up in the air. And let's step that foot between our thumbs, dropping our back heel for warrior one. In warrior one, interlace your fingers, press your palms to the ceiling, and let your arms begin to glide behind you. Pressing down through your back foot, bending the front knee a little bit more, arms reaching back. Breathe here. Releasing the hands. Place your hands on your mat, step back to downward facing dog, and either stay here or flow through vinyasa. Your choice. And as you feel ready, raise your left leg to the ceiling or sky if you're outside, and step through. Rising up, warrior one. Find the ground beneath your feet, interlace your fingers, and press. Deep breaths as the arms roll backwards just a bit. And releasing those hands, bring the hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Your choice, stay here or take vinyasa. Once again, we'll step our feet wide. We'll walk our hands back to meet our feet. Finding ragdoll. Fingers touching elbows. Head hanging down. And then let's let our fingertips come to the floor. If you have a block, you can use your block for this next sequence. I'm going to take a twist here. So the right hand comes to the block, the left arm opens up. And then just switch that, moving side to side, letting one arm reach up as the other stays down. Begin to allow one knee to bend deeply. So the hand that's on the floor or the block, that knee is going to bend deeply. Start to move with your breath. Feel the movement inside of your skin. One more time. And as you finish that up, put a bend in your knees, bring your hands to your thighs and rise all the way back slowly to standing. The arms meet overhead. We're going to turn our toes out even wider. And on the exhale, hands come to heart. We'll squat all the way down. Rise up. Squat all the way down as deeply as your knees will allow. Breathe in. Breathe out. This next time down, we're going to stay down in a low squat malasana. A couple of options. If your knees don't love this posture, stay up here in this low squat. Another option is to bring a block or a chair underneath you. And if your knees are feeling pretty good today, just let your hips come down low. Hands to heart, elbows pressing out, knees squeezing in. In this position, lengthen through the crown of your head, like a turtle coming out of its shell. Breathe. If your feet are not flat, you might try stepping your feet a little bit wider to give you a better base. Let's bring the right fingertips to the earth and let the left arm open up behind us. And we'll bring that back to center. Find your palms and then let your left fingers come to the floor. Right arm reaches up and back. Really long spine. Let's do that 2 more times, once on each side. Reach up and open. Staying connected to your breath. And as we find the center, let's place our fingertips on the floor and move really slow, super slow, as your legs extend. Turn the toes forward and drop your head down low. Shake out your neck. Take a giant breath in and sigh on the exhale. Let's turn toward the top edge of our mat, stepping our feet to meet one another. Press hands to shins and exhale back, downward facing dog. Your choice, stay here or flow through vinyasa. Vinyasa is just a way to stay warm and work on upper body strength. Let's raise the right leg to the sky. And we'll step through, dropping the heel, and again, we'll find our warrior one. This time, reach fingertips to elbows. And touching the elbows, we'll pull the elbows back. So from the side, it almost looks like you're framing your face with your biceps. Lift high, pull up with your fingers, and lengthen your spine backwards. What's the deepest breath you can find right here? Let's peel ourselves open into warrior two. And this time, our front arm will do the movement. So on the inhale, we'll reach back. And on the exhale, that arm is going to come all the way just down to the inside of the foot. So let the front arm do that big arcing motion now. Move with breath. If you'd like, you can add the back arm coming up and over. The arms are like a big fan or windmill. One more time, reaching back. And as you come forward, let both of your hands come to the inside of your front foot. We'll come onto the back toes and drop the back knee. Finding that hip flexor in the back leg. Let your hands come to your front thigh, lifting a little higher. And then bring your hands to your rib cage. We're gonna lift up on our rib cage like we're lifting a plant right out of a pot. The hips stay low, the rib cage lifts up. And then just gently press the thumbs into the back of the rib cage, opening a little more through that iliopsoas hip flexor muscle. Breathe here. Gently release the torso to that front leg, tucking our back toes. We'll leave the left hand on the floor or a block as the right arm now circles around into a twist. Movement with breath. Mobility in the shoulders. One more big circle. Allow the arm to wrap behind the back and pause. Pause to breathe and to feel what's happening inside of your body. We'll release that arm back around. Let's drop the knee to the ground and bring the other leg back, finding a moment in child's pose. This is also a great time to move through vinyasa if you like. You do not have to be good. Let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. You don't have to be productive today. You don't have to check anything off the to-do list today. Just be here and let your body love what it loves. Let's tuck the back toe, tuck the toes behind us and lift into down dog. Raising now our left leg and softly stepping to the front of our mat with the left foot. We'll rise up to warrior one and touching our fingers to elbows, framing our head. With the feet pressing into the earth, use your fingers to draw your arm bones up a bit. Lift your torso, and then from that lift, maybe there's a little more opening into a back bend. Steady breath here. Let's peel the arms open into warrior two. On the inhale, raise your left arm, front arm up, and then just lower that arm to the inside of your left foot. Inhale to reverse and exhale to lower. And then if you'd like, you can add that other arm, working in a big circle around. Beautiful, everyone, beautiful. Just movement with breath. Your skin is happy, your muscles are happy, your internal organs are happy, your brain is getting fresh oxygen, your nervous system is happy. Let your body love what it loves, movement and breath. One more time, reaching back. And then let's release both of the hands to the inside of that front foot, and we'll drop our back knee to the ground. Finding that hip flexor. We'll bring hands to the front leg and press up. If you notice that this causes any strain in your low back, tuck your tailbone and lift your hips a little. That can take some pressure out of the low back. From here, wrap your hands around your bottom ribs and lift, like you're just pulling your ribs right up away from your hips. And then gently use your thumbs to press those bottom ribs slightly forward and up. So the action is kind of in and up with your thumbs, lengthening hip flexors. And as we release and come forward, let's place our right hand on the mat. And now the left arm begins to work in that circle of a twist. Reaching forward and around. As big of reach as you can find around that left shoulder. The next time you circle around, just let your arm find a place behind your back. Rest there for a breath. And let's unwind that arm. Press back to downward facing dog or child's pose. If you'd like one more vinyasa, you can take that here, your choice. Let's raise the right leg one more time, as far as you can raise it up to the sky. And then draw that knee toward your chin, setting the foot at the top of the mat. The back toes will stay tucked as we lift up to high lunge. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands to the back of your head and press. Elbows wide, torso long. Keep that position and reach your fingers higher. You can interlace if you like, arms hugging the back of your head, reaching backwards, breathing. On your exhale, begin to shift your body forward, reaching your fingers forward as far as you can, hovering over that front leg. Your legs might be shaking a little bit. That doesn't mean your body doesn't love this. Our muscles love what makes them stronger. Release fingertips to the floor and let your back leg lift off the floor. Pause here in a 3-point balance. Or if you'd rather, you can bring your hands up to your heart or out in front of you for warrior 3. If your balance is a little wobbly today, put a hand on the floor or on a chair. Give yourself some support today. And then we'll just set that back foot down a little bit behind the front foot, allowing us to fold into pyramid pose. Let's let the forehead come toward the shin. You can put a bend in that front leg. If you'd like something a little bit more interesting, you can walk your fingers to the outside of your foot. Notice if you're holding your breath and see if you can stop that. Stop holding, just breathe. We'll walk our fingers now to the wide edge of our mat. Let's come into the widest straddle that you can find with flat feet. Allow your head to come down. Allow your brain to receive oxygen, blood supply. We'll slowly rise up to turn toward our left leg. You might be facing the back of your mat. Keep your back toes tucked and rise up into high lunge. And then we'll interlace our hands, place the hands on the back of the head, pressing the head back into the hands. Elbows stay wide. Open through the chest. You might use your thumbs at the base of your skull to lift and lengthen your spine. And keep that position as your hands reach for the ceiling. You can interlace your fingers or open your hands. And then keeping all of that engaged and strong, start to reach forward. Allow your torso to come over that front leg. And yeah, this is a hard pose. There's a little shaking. Muscles are getting stronger and they are happy. Fingers release to the floor. And then we'll just lift the back leg up off the floor. 3-point balance or warrior 3. Find something that feels interesting here. Maybe a little challenging, but interesting, fun, and playful. And as we exhale, let's release the back foot into pyramid. So our feet are a couple of feet apart. We're lengthening the spine and folding over that front leg. Forehead reaches to the shin. We exhale, loud and long. Feel breath in the back of your rib cage. If you'd like, you can move your hands to the left side of your foot. Space and breath. Let's come again to the wide edge of our mat, and this time maybe a little more movement so the toes can turn out, lunge side to side, bend and straighten, shift your weight. Find something here for the soft animal of your body. Removing the hard edges, finding our softness. And then bring your feet back to flat position. So maybe bring them in just a touch. We're going to lift up on our toes and rock back into our heels. Lift up on the toes and rock back into the heels, just loosening up the feet. And then let's soften the knees. Take one knee to the floor and bring yourself to a seat. If we were together in person, there would be a collective exhale right there. So allow yourself that big exhale. Bring the soles of your feet together in butterfly, and let's just do a seated cat-cow just to reset the spine. So hold on to your shin bones and pull your heart through, lift your chin. Exhale, round way back. Pull open through those shoulder blades. Do that a few times. And then from a neutral spine, let's take our legs out into a seated straddle. If you would like, you can bring your hips up onto a pillow, a bolster, or a blanket. I'd like you to see if you can feel that you're sitting on the front edge of your sitting bones. You might just kind of roll forward and back a few times to find that. You can either keep your hands behind you, pressing your chest forward, or if you like, you can bring your hands down. Let's try and keep your weight forward on the front edge of your sitting bones. In this position, it's easy to judge ourselves because we maybe should be more flexible by now, or we can't do this as well as someone else. So you do not have to be good. There's no way to do this right. Just in our bodies, feeling and breathing. Find a tall spine and bend your right knee in. Let your right foot come close to that inner thigh, and then turn your body towards the straight leg. We'll reach high and now we'll come over just that straight leg. You can use a strap here if you'd like to bring your foot a little closer to you. See if you can feel length along the right side of your body, your right ribs, your right waist. And then walk your hands back to find a straight spine. Bring your arms out, and we're just going to rotate our arms all the way around into a twist. So the right arm tucks behind, the left arm presses on that thigh. Close your eyes here and feel this twist inside of your torso. Feel your spinal vertebra twisting. As your lungs are breathing, feel your organs compressed and massaged. As we come back to the center, let's extend the right leg and bend the left. We'll start to angle our body toward that right leg. Reach high and drop forward. The crown of your head is reaching to the top of your foot. Noticing now the left side of your torso energized with breath. Use our hands to walk us back to the center, and then again reaching the arms out, just rotate your torso into a twist to your left side. Use that leg for a little bit of leverage. Spine is tall. Close your eyes. Bring your attention in. Sensations are happening right now inside of your body. Let's unwind. And we'll stretch our legs out in front of us, rolling down onto our backs. And once you get there, just hug your knees into your chest. Move around a little bit on your back. Bring your hands to the back of your knees and just straighten and bend your legs a few times. And then extend your legs up to hold. So in waterfall, if you'd like to put something underneath you, you can, a block or a pillow. Another option for today, if you want, you can take a hold of your big toes And press your toes into your fingers and just also create some hamstring sensation here while we're in this inversion. Just find something here that your body loves. Allow your knees to come back in. And let's move into a twist. So the knees will drop to the left. The arms open out into a T. You can place your top hand on your top knee. And then just turn to look over your right arm. There's nothing else to see on the screen now, so I invite you to just close your eyes. Listen to my cues and listen to your body. Absorb this beautiful music. Absorb breath on a spring day. When you're ready, slowly transition to the other side, allowing your knees to go to the right and your left arm to extend. Eyes closed. Easy, steady breath. Then we'll start to make our way into Shavasana. Final relaxation, the last posture of our practice. If there's anything you'd like to put over you or under you, please grab that now. There might be another movement or stretch that you'd like to take before you lie down and rest. And when you get into your Shavasana, your final resting position, close your eyes. Give yourself a few moments of rest here. Soften your jaw and the inside of your mouth. Allow your eyes to sink down under your cheekbones. Let this moment of stillness spill forward and add dimension to your presence, inward and outward. Allow these gentle breaths to fill your body and soothe your soul. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Meanwhile, the wild geese high in the clean blue air are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over announcing your place in the family of things. Allow yourself to fill up with breath, and to softly open your mouth to sigh and exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And just start to stretch your body out long, arms overhead, legs extended. Make your way slowly to one side. And ease your way back to a seat. Once you find your seat, bring your hands in front of your heart. This gesture of gratitude. Thank you so much for making time for yoga today, my friends. Please be gentle with yourself. There's enough to worry about. You don't need to get one more thing done today. Be well, be safe. Know that you are loved. Namaste.